What was your feeling about being Jewish when you were growing up?
Well, looking back, I know that at a certain point I wanted something of it. And I said, there was a synagogue around the corner from our home called Stephen Weiss Synagogue on 68th Street. And so I tried to go to their Sunday school for about 10 minutes. Um, you know, I was a little bit of an acting out kid. I was a little hyper, and it was hard for me to sit quietly. So I think that the synagogue and myself did not make good friends. Where I started to really feel much more kinship with Yiddish was that when I was 11 or 10 or 11, I was in the sixth grade, my mother did 2 seasons on Second Avenue. They were musicals. She hated musicals, but she played the leading lady in both of these things. There was Dinah Goldberg and Irving Grossman and Irving Jacobson and May Shanefield. Do you know these people? I'm sure you might. So I absolutely had the greatest time. Every weekend I would go and I would sit in a box with Ricky Grossman, who was younger than me. He was Irving and Dinah's son. And we would sit in the box and we would throw flowers at the end of the show. I was always backstage. I loved the people. I became like this kid around the theater, and they loved me, and I felt the feeling of family. And so Ricky and I, after the show would end, after the matinee, before we went out to Moskovitz and Lupowitz for dinner, which was a Romanian restaurant where a lot of the actors went on Second Avenue before the evening show or after for a good steak, we would perform, Ricky and I, on the stage. We would do all the duets, it was like a mix of English and Yiddish together, funny, silly things. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a Tsures. These kind of things. We would get on the stage and we would perform and we would have a very nice time. So I started to have my Yiddish relationship then. And I loved it because of the warmth of the people. And they were lovely to me. And I was, this kid who loved to be in the wings and be backstage, and it was terrific.